Black Panther is being praised for all of the wonderful magic that is happening on the screen. But guys, there was a lot of magic going on behind the scenes as well. Hannah Beachler is the film's production director. She built the nation of Wakanda. She's also worked on Beyonce's visual album Lemonade and acclaimed movies like Creed, Fruitvale Station, and the Academy Award-winning Moonlight. She's fluffing that hair for us. You give it to us, Hannah. First off, Wakanda.
Wakanda forever.
I saw it this weekend, and I confess to you that I'm not a big movie person, and I absolutely loved it. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
It looked so good. Did you know when you got assigned to this project that this was just going to be like a game changer?
No, not at all. You know, Ryan and I have worked together for about 5 years, and you know, I remember reading that he got, you know, he signed on to this job, and I thought, well, I don't know. They're going to go for a bigger designer. They're going to go for big production designers. I hadn't done anything that big, Lemonade, you know, but that wasn't budget-wise.
Okay.
So Ryan called me and he was like, I'm going to bring you into Marvel and talk to Marvel. So I was like, ugh, and then I went nuts and did this ginormous presentation to the head of Marvel, the 3 heads of Marvel. Ryan was there, and a bunch of other Marvel producers were there. So when we started, and then I got the job, and then when we started working on it, I think we just wanted it to be good. I think we wanted it, we thought Marvel has a built-in audience. So it's going to have an audience, because lots of fanboys, my son included, and but we just wanted. We were like, well, I hope people like it. I hope it's good. I hope we do right by, you know, this African king superhero. But we had no idea.
Yeah, you've beyond exceeded expectations.
I saw Ryan a couple weeks ago or a week ago and talked to him, and he was like. We were speechless. Kevin Feige, who's the head of Marvel, called me, and he was like, "Can you believe this?" And we were both speechless on the phone. And
wow.
And so it's like the head of Marvel has just called me on a Monday morning.
Yeah, just like hello.
Hello. He's like, you know, congratulations, and you know, Marvel being part of the Marvel family is really awesome. So no one had any clue that the joy and celebration that's happening around this film was going to happen. I mean, we just thought, you know, let's just make sure it makes that, you know, makes a little money, makes its money back.
Oh my goodness, and you guys are killing it. This was the second weekend and breaking records still.
Broke another record. I mean, I've been watching that because when it opened, you know, had the sort of Thursday night, but Friday night, and I was sitting there like, oh, let people go see it. I mean, I was in my hotel room in Los Angeles because I was doing some work out there, and I was like, let it have a good first opening night, you know, and then, you know, 3 days later, I was like, oh Lord.
Yeah.
So it's been awesome.
It's been crazy. The ladies I was sitting next to in the movie Saturday night said it was their 3rd time being there.
Oh, wow.
And I think they were gearing up to go for a 4th. It's just that good. Now take it back. For us people not right on the movie set, what does the production designer do? What goes into how you build this world?
I'm usually the first one on after the director, you know, and then Ryan and I would talk about, or any director and I, we at least sit down and start breaking down the script. And I'm really responsible for sort of the architect of the look of the film. So I design the sets, and Ryan and I work on colors together, or I'll work on colors. I have a huge team that works in the art department, so it covers construction and paint and all the set dressing that you see on the sets.
And I understand you worked with like 300 people on Black Panther. You worked on Moonlight, which I loved as well. I understand there were like 5 people there.
Including myself.
Who would have thought that though? See, outside of the movie where I'm just watching as a viewer, I thought, whoa, both of these were big things.
No, Moonlight, and comparatively, think about it, Moonlight was $1 million. That's how much the whole budget was. And the whole budget for Black Panther was $200 million.
Does that make your job more difficult?
You know what, there's never enough money.
You're like, I still need more.
I still need more, but it makes it, the responsibility is way more pressure because you're dealing with a lot more money. So your responsibility, yes, is in a sense, because of the amount of money, your responsibility is much larger than something like Moonlight, but you know, you still have the responsibility to the story.
Yeah.
I was on Moonlight for 6 weeks. I was on Panther for 13 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so I love that you took so much influence from African countries. Kind of talk about how you drew up this vision of what Wakanda looked like in your mind.
It was a long process. It was a lot of research, and it was really a lot about where is Wakanda placed on the continent.
Okay.
Because that defines who's migrating to to that, fictional nation.
Okay.
So we placed it squarely on the border of the DRC, the Congo, and Lake Kivu is kind of up here, and then you have Kenya, and then you have Lake Victoria down here, and then you have Rwanda, Burundi, Rwanda, Ethiopia, and then above that Uganda, Sudan. So it's East Africa, and that's where we placed it. So we pulled like the way the Congolese fishermen fish. We use that for some of the things that you haven't seen. And the Oma Valley tribes in Ethiopia that are river tribes. We used a lot of influence from them. The Suri tribe, the Maasai, the Mercy tribe you'll see, and Jubilee tribe with the neck rings for our Dora Malaysia. Ugandan shaman, which you see Forrest Whitaker in, if I can get the name right, and Ruth Carter is about to kill me, but it's a Adabaka robe, and I believe I might have mispronounced that, so
that's okay.
But look it up. But it's Dogon tribe was a huge influence and reference for our Jabari, which is M'Baku, Winston Duke.
Right, one of my favorite characters. I think he's one of everybody's favorite characters.
When I saw him on that set, because he's a large man. He's like 6'5", 6'6".
Oh wow!
So he is, and he's a large, big shoulders, and so we had him stand on the set a lot so we could make sure of the measurements of the size of the set. So when he stood up,
it would all fit.
Felt like he was huge, and then yet, T'Challa, who's still, awesome, felt, below him. So we put him on platforms.
Oh my God, that's so cool. Well, Hannah, congratulations again. This is all amazing hearing the story behind it.
Thank you.
And people don't know you live right here in New Orleans.
I do.
Listen, we are honored to have you. Thank you so much. Guys, Black Panther is still in theaters, so please go see it and visit Hannah's website. It's hannahbeachler.com. You can also follow her at Chinchilla1970. That's a story for another night.